You're eating healthy, so why do you still look like you're 3 months pregnant by pickup time? Last month, I cut 5 healthy foods for just 7 days and my bloat completely vanished. My jeans fit again, my energy came back, and I stopped feeling like I had to unbutton the pants after every meal. I'm a mum of 4, and after my last baby, I was doing everything right. I did the green smoothies, I did the protein bars, the probiotic yogurt bowls, high fiber cereals, the whole clean eating checklist. But by 3 p.m, my stomach was so tight and heavy, I really honestly felt like I looked pregnant again. And I thought it was just me, like I was broken or doing something wrong, but it turns out it wasn't me. It was my gut literally crying out for a break from these 5 foods. So here, let's cut these 5 foods for a flatter tummy in 7 days. Today, I'm going to show you the exact 5 foods, why they blow up your belly, even though they're healthy, and the simple swaps I used while making school lunches and running between sport practices. This will be simple. It's kind and doable, even on your messiest week, and stick around for the bonus food at the end. Most people think it's healthy, but most brands are actually causing bloat and weight gain. So let's dig in. Number 1, let's start with the first sneaky offender. High fiber cereals and granolas. I grew up on cereal because that's how my mom grew up, and I genuinely thought there was no other breakfast choice. I was even trained to believe this was the best way to start the day and that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I've since learned, though, through personal experience and education, that slogan was invented by the cereal industry and to keep you coming back for more. So we reach for these beautiful box that says high fiber and heart healthy, and we think, perfect, I'm being good. Here's the problem. Many of these cereals are loaded with something called inulin, also called chicory root fiber, plus syrups, honey, and loads of dried fruit. Now, inulin is a prebiotic fiber, so that sounds great, right? It feeds your gut bacteria, but here's what they don't tell you. In a sensitive gut, inulin ferments fast, like crazy fast, and that creates gas and that balloon belly feeling. So let me tell you my story. My healthy breakfast was this beautiful protein granola with dried mango and coconut, and I'd eat it in the morning, feeling totally fine by 9, and by 11, I was bloated and I had changed into leggings every single day. And I thought that was just gassy. Turns out though, my gut couldn't handle that fiber bomb first thing in the morning. So what you do instead? Let's do eggs first. Cook 1 to 2 eggs however you like them, add a small handful of berries on the side. It's protein and healthy and fat first, and that gives you a steady appetite. You feel satiated and not bloated. Number 2 is lactose-free or strained Greek-style yogurt. Add a few walnuts or sprinkle with cinnamon, maybe 3 or 4 blueberries. Simple and calm. Or what about overnight chia pudding, but without inulin, sweetened with vanilla extract or cinnamon instead of honey or agave? And here's my mum tip. Always start your day with healthy fat, like from eggs and avocado, and protein before any fruit. It keeps you full longer and steadies your blood sugar so you're not starving by 10 a.m. Okay, number 2. Protein bars and powders with sugar alcohols. Now, I love the convenience of a bar, especially on those crazy sport run afternoons. We're always busy. But here's the trap. Most clean or no sugar bars are packed with sugar alcohols. You'll see them listed as sorbitol, xylitol, maltitol, erythritol, or any word ending in tol. They also add a bunch of thickener gums like gar gum, xanthan gum, gellan gum. These sugar alcohols are called polyols. They pull water into your gut and sit there fermenting. And for a lot of us, that means gas, cramps, and sometimes, let's just say, urgent bathroom trips. And on busy sport days, I'd grab one of these clean protein bars in the car. I'd eat it while driving, and 10 minutes later, I definitely regretted it. So my stomach would cramp up, I'd feel gassy, and I'd spend half the game trying to look normal while my gut was doing backflips. So what's the fix? And more importantly, what's the practical, easy fix? As half the reason for protein bars is the convenience, right? So let's swap real food protein minis, i.e. boiled eggs. I make a batch on Sunday, my kids laugh at me, or a tin of tuna with olive oil and cucumber, or leftover roast chicken from dinner. Beef jerky, I know it's boring, maybe, but it works. And if you love protein powders, choose one without sugar alcohols and with minimal gums. Start with half a scoop and see how you feel. And if you're fine after a few days, you can go up to a full scoop. And I keep a little esky in the car with the boiled eggs and the cheese cubes, and I add my bovine collagen to my water bottle, which I keep in the car, so I've got protein in my water as well. And like I said, the kids roll their eyes at me, but it works and it helps me avoid the canteen at the soccer pitch, which only sells deep fried food or sugary food. Okay, number 3, the gut healthy yogurts and kefirs. So I know you're thinking, but Beth, probiotics are supposed to be good for me. And you're right, long term. But probiotics can be amazing. But here's the catch short term. When your gut is already sensitive during a flare up, antibiotics, postpartum, or whatever, adding a bunch of lactose, extra milk solids, inulin, fruit purees, and sweeteners can make things worse. So it's like trying to rebuild a house while the foundation is still crumbling. You need to calm things first. And after I had my last baby and stopped breastfeeding, my skin was a mess and my gut was very sensitive. And I was eating these healthy probiotic yogurt bowls in the morning, and by lunchtime, I definitely looked pregnant again. And I couldn't figure it out. I was doing everything the Instagram wellness accounts told me to do. But it turns out my gut couldn't handle all the lactose and added fiber at once. And it was just too much too soon. So what can we do? What can we swap? And what's easy and convenient? Go plain Greek style or lactose-free yogurt and add your own cinnamon or a small handful of blueberries. Keep it simple. Don't overload with fruit, as the sugars will only bloat a sensitive tummy. Number 2, start small, like really small. 1 tablespoon for the first week. If you feel fine, then slowly increase it. Your gut will tell you when it's ready for more. And I know it's not Instagram pretty, but a boring bowl of plain yogurt with cinnamon is way better than spending your afternoon feeling like a balloon. Okay, number 4 is kombucha or fizzy vitamin waters and sparkling drinks on an empty stomach. I love kombucha. It tastes good, it feels fancy, and it's supposed to be healthy, right? Fun fact, if you ever wondered how it tastes so sweet but there is 0 sugar, it's because the sugars are eaten by the live cultures during the fermentation process. But here's the downside. Bubbles expand your tummy, and kombucha is not only bubbles, it's a live ferment with leftover sugars. And then you add carbonation to that and you've got a gas city. Especially on an empty stomach, your gas is really asking you what on earth is just happening. And it responds by puffing up. And I used to crack one open first thing in the morning because I thought it was the healthy way to wake up. But by mid-morning, I felt like I'd swallowed a basketball. So it wasn't until I stopped drinking it on an empty stomach that I realized that was the problem. And here's a good rule. If your kombucha has more than 2 to 3 grams of sugar per 100 mils, treat it like a sweet drink, not a health drink. It's okay to enjoy it occasionally, but it's not doing your gut any favors when you're trying to de-bloat. So what can we swap? Still water with lemon peel or fresh mint. I know it sounds boring, but it's calming and hydrating, and your gut will thank you. And the lemon also sets up your tummy for digestion for the day. Or number 2, herbal teas, peppermint, ginger, chamomile, beautiful. Number 3, if you really love kombucha, dilute it into still water and sip it with a meal, not first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. All right, food number 5, big raw salads and cruciferous vegetables, onions and garlics. So broccoli, cauliflower, onion, garlic, these are amazing foods. They're nutrient dense, they support detox, they're full of antioxidants, but when they're raw and you eat a giant bowl of them, your gut can really struggle. But why? Because they're rich in fructans and sulfur compounds that ferment hard in your digestive system, especially if your gut is already sensitive. And I used to pack these huge raw salad bowls for lunch, because that's the healthy thing to do. Broccoli, red onion, raw cauliflower, cherry tomatoes, because I thought, like everybody, the more vegetables, the better health. But wrong. My stomach would blow up like a balloon and I felt uncomfortable. So the day I swapped to cooked vegetables was a huge game changer. My belly calmed within 48 hours, and cooking breaks down those tough fibers so your gut doesn't have to work as hard. So I'm not saying avoid it, I'm just saying when you're struggling with bloat, try and do cooked vegetables instead. It's still nutritious, just easier to digest. So let's swap lightly steam or saute your cruciferous instead. Broccoli, cauliflower, Brussels sprouts. A quick 5-minute steam makes all the difference. Or use garlic infused olive oil instead of raw garlic cloves. You get the same flavor, but without the fructans. And just lightly heat the olive oil with those garlic cloves. Then remove the cloves and the oil is infused with the flavor, but it won't bloat you. Or build your salads on low FODMAP bases like butter lettuce, peeled cucumber, grated carrot, tomato, fresh herbs, and a drizzle of olive oil and lemon. It's simple, it's gentle, and it's delicious. Okay, bonus round, because this one is huge and I see it all the time. Most protein shakes and smoothies, yes, even the healthy ones. Here's my simple test. If your protein shake tastes like a strawberry milkshake, I can guarantee you it's loaded with sugar, additives, fake sugars, or sugar alcohols. And all of those, they kill your microbiome. They make you put on weight and they cause major bloating. So let me show you what I mean. Most protein powders, especially whey protein, are packed with added sugars or syrups, artificial sweeteners, sucralose, aspartame, sugar alcohols, we talked about those earlier, thickeners and gums, or natural flavors, which can be 20 or more chemical compounds. They're dairy-based whey, which is really hard to digest. And then we blend it with multiple fruits, banana, mangoes, berries, apple juice, plus raw spinach or kale, and maybe some almond milk, which tends to have seed oil in it, and we drink it in 5 minutes flat. Your gut is literally sitting there asking what on earth has just happened. And after my third baby, I was all about those green goddess smoothies. Whey protein, spinach, banana, mango, almond milk, chia seeds. I drink it for breakfast thinking I was nailing my nutrition by 9 a.m. But by 10 a.m, I was gassy and bloated and I couldn't bend over. So my stomach was rock hard, and here's why. Let's explain it. You're overloading your system with fructose from all that fruit. It's raw fiber from the greens, lactose and whey from dairy protein, plus all those additives. And you're drinking it so fast, your gut doesn't have time to process it. It's a perfect bloat storm. And now I'm not anti-smoothie, but during your reset week, skip them. And when you come back to them, here's what to look for. You need to choose, number one, a clean protein with minimal ingredients, and avoid whey protein always. If the ingredient list is longer than 5 ingredients, put it back. If you see numbers, put it back. If you see any fake sugars, put it back. You want simple pea protein or clean grass-fed bovine protein, maybe some natural vanilla or stevia if you must. That's it. Ditch the whey if you're bloated. Whey is dairy derived and can be really hard on sensitive stomachs. So go for pea, hemp, rice, or grass-fed pasture-raised bovine protein instead. 1 fruit max, no 3 or 4, and berries are your safest bet because they're lower in fructose. Skip the raw greens during reset. Use cooked and cooled spinach if you really want greens in there, or just skip them entirely for now. Sip it slowly over 20 minutes. Don't chug it like I normally do. I know we're busy. And your gut needs time to process it. And the bottom line, if your protein powder tastes like a dessert milkshake, so many brands advertise it as, your beautiful strawberry milkshake, your gut is paying the price, I can assure you. Clean ingredients only. Let's talk about why. Cutting these 5 foods actually work. I'm going to keep this super simple. When your gut is sensitive, whether that's from stress, lack of sleep, or having babies, or after taking antibiotics for mastitis or a C-section, or like me, antibiotics for common urine infections, certain carbohydrates ferment really quickly. And your gut bacteria eat these carbs and produce gas as a byproduct. And at the same time, your gut pulls in extra water to try to dilute everything. So gas plus water equals that tight, puffy, I look pregnant belly. Now, these foods aren't bad. They're actually really healthy when your gut is functioning well and provided you buy the clean version. But when your system is overwhelmed, it needs a break. So by pausing these trigger foods for just 1 week, you give your gut a chance to cleanse, to calm down and reset. And then you can slowly add foods back one at a time without all the drama. It's not about restriction forever. It's about giving your body what it needs right now so you can enjoy more variety later. And one more thing, and this is important. If you do this 7-day reset and your bloating does not improve or it keeps coming back, you should consider getting a stool sample done with your GP, because sometimes bloating isn't just about food. We pick up parasites really easily from travel or from undercooked food or even from our own gardens. And sometimes a parasite can be the hidden cause of chronic bloating. And I'm not trying to scare you, but most of the time it is just food. But if things don't improve after a few weeks, please be careful and go get it checked. And a simple stool test can rule out parasites, bacterial overgrowth, or other issues. Your gut health matters, so don't ignore persistent symptoms. Here's your exact 7-day plan. This is what I did, and it's on the free checklist. I'll link it below. Days 1 to 3, pause the 6 trigger foods we just talked about. Yes, including the protein smoothie. I know we love them, but just pause it. Eat protein first meals with cooked vegetables and a small portion of berries. Drink 2 liters of water throughout the day. Take a gentle 10-minute walk after meals, even if it's just around the block. And then from days 4 to 7, test one small swap per day. For example, try half a cup of lactose-free yogurt and see how you feel. Don't do everything at once. Track your symptoms in your phone's notes app, like what you ate, what time you ate, and how you felt an hour to 2 hours later. Keep up the gentle movement and try to finish eating at least 3 hours before bed. That gives your gut time to digest before you lie down. And here's my mum life tip. Batch cook your proteins on a Sunday or whatever day you have free or while the baby's sleeping. Boiled eggs, roast chicken, baked salmon. Pre-chop your soft vegetables. Keep a bottle of garlic infused oil on the bench and make it easy and it will stick. And here's the quick recap. Cut these 6 for 1 week. Inulin loaded granola and high fiber cereals, protein bars and powders with sugar alcohols, sweet probiotic yogurts and added fiber, kombucha and fizzy drinks on an empty stomach, big raw salads with cruciferous vegetables, onions and garlic, and the bonus one, protein shakes with whey sweeteners and multiple fruits. And let's swap. Number 1, eggs or plain Greek lactose-free yogurt. Number 2, real food protein snacks. Number 3, clean vegetable or bovine-based protein powders. Cooked vegetables, garlic-infused oil, still water. So calm your gut now. Build variety later. And once your gut calms down and you're going to want to nourish it properly, and that's where my free glowing skin recipe book comes in. It's packed with collagen-rich meals that heal your gut and make your skin glow. So grab it, it's in the description below. And if this video helps you, hit subscribe, share it with a friend who's still bloated despite eating clean, and drop a comment, which of these 6 foods surprised you the most? And I'll see you in the next one. Take care of that beautiful gut of yours.